Lately, I've been reflecting deeply on what it truly means to be empathic. Everyone wants to be heard, but very few are willing to listen. We're quick to judge, quick to react, and slow to understand. For the longest time, I believed empathy was about being there for everyone, always listening, always showing up, always giving. But as I've grown and slowed down, I've learned something different. I've learned that empathy is understanding and seeing things through someone else's eyes, and it begins with listening. Not listening to respond, but listening to understand. When you learn to truly listen to people, you start to experience less drama in your life, fewer conflicts, and a deeper sense of connection with those around you. Over time, empathy transforms how we see life. It helps us forgive faster, listen better, and connect more meaningfully. In my own journey of slowing down and living more intentionally, learning to practice empathy has helped me to become a better parent, a better spouse, better friend, and even a better version of myself in general. It has changed the way I relate with people. I've learned to listen, I've learned to take it slow when talking to my children and even those around me. And I've also learned to seek to understand before seeking to be understood, as Stephen Covey so beautifully said. But I want us to know the balance. Empathy is not about losing yourself while trying to understand others. It's about connection, not exhaustion. It's about awareness, emotional intelligence, the wisdom to listen, feel, and still protect your peace. You see, being empathic doesn't mean solving every problem or carrying everyone's burden because it's not sustainable. It doesn't mean saying yes every time someone needs you. It doesn't mean ignoring your own limits just to look kind. Because when empathy becomes one sided, it turns into emotional fatigue and sometimes abuse. I've seen it happen. People using someone's good heart to their advantage. They call it empathy, but what it really becomes is self neglect. Now, what does it really mean to be empathic? To be empathic means to live aware that others are fighting unseen battles, aware that not everyone has your privilege, your story, your energy. It's the decision to meet people with compassion instead of criticism. And in my opinion, you do not have to feel their pains or be in their shoes to be compassionate. For example, I do not need to experience the same loss or pain as another person to be compassionate to them. Also, in being empathic, we should learn to understand before reacting, and that builds emotional maturity, self awareness, and better communication. I believe a lot of conflicts today would have been avoided if we listened and understood the other person. True empathy requires balance, being kind but firm, understanding but discerning, present but not consumed. Empathy without boundaries is not kindness, that's depletion. So, if you've ever felt drained by constantly helping others, if you've ever felt unseen or taken for granted, please remember that it's okay to pause, it's okay to say no, and it's okay to walk away when your peace has been compromised. Because being empathic doesn't mean tolerating disrespect. When practiced with balance, empathy is one of the most beautiful human qualities you can think of. Empathy is what helps us build stronger relationships, resolve conflicts, and create harmony. Many people think empathy is just a natural trait, something you're either born with or not. But in reality, empathy is a skill, one that can be learned, nurtured, and strengthened with practice. Just like learning to communicate better or developing patience, empathy grows when we make the intentional efforts to understand not just others but also ourselves. So today, I encourage you to find that balance. Be kind but firm, be open but guarded where necessary, be compassionate but never at the expense of your peace. Choose empathy, the kind that listens and understands, the kind that heals rather than drains, the kind that allows you to stay whole while helping others grow. Because every time you do, you bring a little more peace into the world and a little more light into someone's heart. If this message speaks to you today, I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comment section below. How are you learning to stay kind but balanced? And please don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you'd like to keep growing in this gentle space. And until next time, live slowly, live intentionally, and remember, your peace is priceless.